Greetings, Poké fans! Michael here, and I am thrilled, stunned, blown away to inform you, or repeat to you, because many of you probably already know, that new Pokemon games have finally, after decades, and by that I mean a few months of agonizing leaks and rumors and not knowing what's going on, we finally have official confirmation of the next Pokemon games. There was a Pokemon press conference last night, USA time, it was in the morning, Japan time, where they revealed 3 Pokemon games. The first is Pokemon Quest, which is a spin-off game, which is a lot of very cute, cube-looking Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch and mobile. I'm probably gonna post some content of the Switch version within the next few days. Then we also got confirmation that a core series game is coming in the second half of 2019, which is very exciting. But the biggest reveal, the game that's coming soon, November 16th, 2018, is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. All those leaks and rumors you heard turned out to be true. The brand new Pokemon games are remakes / reboots of Pokemon Yellow, where you journey back through the Kanto region. The games are a drastic overhaul from the traditional Pokemon game formula, and it's kind of up in the air right now whether they're considered main series or spin-off. Quick little update to this part. It's still unclear whether they're spin-off games or main series, even to the Pokemon Company themselves. At the press conference, Ishihara apparently said that these are mainline Pokemon games, therefore main series, but then the official press release said later, Pokemon also announced that the next introduction to its popular core RPG series, which was teased last year at E3, will arrive in late 2019 on Nintendo Switch for the first time. So, it looks like not even Game Freak and Pokemon themselves know whether this is a spin-off or main series or not. But anyways, moving on. Honestly, they're kind of looking like a weird hybrid, but regardless, there was a lot of stuff shown in a relatively short trailer that some of you may have missed, and there was also some information from the press conference that wasn't in the trailer that I'm pretty sure many of you may have missed. So I'm going to be going through and breaking down the trailer, covering all the information in it, including some stuff that you probably didn't see the first time. So without further ado, here is everything you missed in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee reveal. The first is several Kanto locations. Obviously, it is a remake of Yellow, so we're going through the Kanto region, but there were a couple locations shown in the trailer that, based on how the buildings were oriented, I was able to figure out where those locations are. And several of the locations shown are Pallet Town, Route 1, Fuchsia City, Pewter City, Viridian Forest, Vermilion City, Route 2, Mount Moon, Nugget Bridge, and one more location that leads into my second point, and that is that the cycling road is no longer a cycling road. A route seen that is clearly the cycling road in between Celadon and Fuchsia is shown, and the character is running on foot. So the cycling road in these games is a cycling road no more. The next thing you may have missed are the strange silhouettes in the background of Oak's lab. This screenshot here shows 2 different silhouettes of what looks to be Rattata, but one of them is a bit more rotund than the other. It could just be a weird angling, but it could also be Rattata, and Alolan Rattata remains to be seen, but the silhouettes there are definitely interesting. The next big point is that Pokemon are back to following you. Yes, the beloved game feature from Heart Gold and Soul Silver has returned in 3D, as we can see from 2 different shots in the trailer. One of the 2 characters running with Nidoqueen and Nidoking, and the other one of the 2 characters running with Electrode and Gengar. So, those walking animations that were mined from some of the Gen 7 games finally are getting put to good use, and Pokemon will finally follow you in the overworld. So that's very exciting. Also, it should be noted, the mascot Pokemon, Pikachu and Eevee, depending on which game you select, those appear to be always out of their balls, either on your head or on your shoulder. The next point is that riding Pokemon appear to be back, which, thank God, HMs suck. So it appears the riding feature from Alola has come over to the Kanto region, as we can see the character riding an Onix, a Lapras, and a Charizard. What's interesting about the Charizard is that they seem to move it through the route, not just use it to instantly fly from city to city. So it seems like it could just be you summoning the Pokemon and then you use them in the location. It could also be that you get to use your own Pokemon. There are certain of the Kanto Pokemon that can be ridden if you have them. Remains to be seen, but riding Pokemon is clearly back. The next point is that there doesn't appear to be trainer outfit customization, but there is Pokemon outfit customization for the mascot Pokemon. We see Eevee and Pikachu wearing several different outfits, and what's cool is that those outfits carry on into battle. We see an outfitted Pikachu showing up in battle later in the trailer. So whatever cute outfits you put on your Eevee and Pikachu, they're gonna show up in battle, so that's awesome. The next thing is that Pokemon can be transferred from Pokemon Go. If the Pokemon are one of the original 151, you can transfer them from Go into the Nintendo Switch games. They seem to arrive in this location called Go Park. It's unclear right now whether this Go Park is like Pal Park from the Gen 4 games, where you go to the park in order to retrieve them and add them to your collection of Pokemon, or if it's just kind of a watered down thing where you transfer them there so you can play with them and interact with them with the better graphics, but then they go back. Remains to be seen, but there is some substantial interaction with Pokemon Go, which is very exciting. The next point is the Pokeball Plus. The trailer did reveal that you are able to play the game with just one Joy-Con, which is pretty impressive, I will say, but they're also releasing a new accessory, the Pokeball Plus, that functions as a singular Joy-Con that you can control the game with, but you can also transfer Pokemon into it like the PokéWalker from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And if you can take that out into the world with you, it'll earn you some goodies. Maybe it'll level up the Pokemon, get you some rare items, remains to be seen. But it's a pretty cool accessory that I'm probably gonna be picking up and carrying around with me in public. Now this next point is a really interesting point of where these games take place in the overarching Pokemon plotline. And based on the trailer, I believe these games are not future occurrences of Kanto, but a retelling. There were some theories going around for a while that these were going to be Kanto games that take place in the future. So Red and Blue are involved in the story, but this time they're adults. However, in the trailer, Team Rocket appears. Not Team Rainbow Rocket, but regular Team Rocket. If this was in the same universe as the rest of the Pokemon games, that Team Rocket shouldn't exist anymore because Red took them down. And they may have come back as Rainbow Rocket, but then they would be Rainbow Rocket. So the fact that regular Team Rocket appears here makes it seem like it is just a retelling slash reboot, not a future occurrence of Kanto later in the game's continuity. The next point is that the special Pokemon showed toward the end of the trailer, with the little present in the Pokemon Go interface, is actually a brand new, totally new Pokemon. The official Twitter of Pokemon confirmed that, which is obviously very exciting, because it seems like this game is pretty much only going to be the original Kanto Pokemon, so the fact that we're getting a new Pokemon in there is kind of seems like it's going to be like the Lucario or Zoroark or Munchlax situation, where it's the next generation of Pokemon teased ahead of time. So that's a big pointer to the Gen 8 games being the late 2019 one, and this new Pokemon is going to be our first taste of Gen 8. And finally, I have some details that didn't show up in the trailer verbatim, but they were details that were confirmed during the press conference during the Q&A session of it. The first is that there is no wild Pokemon battling. The battle interface seems to be pretty similar against trainers, but to catch a wild Pokemon, it's strictly the Pokemon Go type aiming the ball and trying to catch it. There is no lowering their HP and paralyzing or putting them to sleep. There's none of that. And the last is that Alola Forms are confirmed to be in the game. They did confirm that during the Q&A session, but it also makes a lot of sense. Alola Forms being implemented into Pokemon Go, and the fact that we can transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, it makes sense that the Alola Forms would be available in both because they're alternate forms of Kanto Pokemon, and there's just gonna be Kanto Pokemon in the game. So that about wraps it up, guys. That's everything you might have missed in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee reveal. If you did enjoy this video and something in here caught your eye that you weren't already aware of, be sure to leave a like. Also, if you're new here, I would definitely appreciate you subscribing. I make all kinds of Pokemon content. There's going to be news about these games, theories, stuff like that, but also all the other fun Pokemon content I make all the time. So if you are a Pokemon fan, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell to turn on notifications as well. And let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on all these Pokemon games reveals. Are you excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? Are you kind of disappointed it's a remake? I'm personally very hyped. I think they're going to be fun, chill Pokemon games, but I want to know your thoughts. Let me know. All right, that's all I have for now. So till next time, fans, you gotta catch them all.